Hello, this is Ronnie. I'm back here with a clip taken from a long video that I just finished to record for my subscribers. I'm leaving the option for my services at 50% off for the first year open, and I'll be providing further details after the clip ends. So if you're interested, please stay on. I'll be talking to you again at the end of the clip. I would like you also to read carefully the disclaimer that I'm going to put up now, so that it is clear to you before you go ahead and watch the video. This is just a standard thing. Here's the chart of silver priced in US dollar weekly scale. Silver broke down big. That is the weekly. But the pattern that preceded the break is giving us reason to be optimistic. I'm talking to the bulls. Reason to be optimistic because we have a clear case of a B here. And I've explained to you many times that when you have a B that looks like a triangle, when you have a price action that looks like a triangle, that's almost certainly a B. And that's exactly what we got now here. And that looks like a perfect ABC. We might have maybe one more slight dip here, as the C has not reached even equality with the A. In order for the C to reach equality with the A, we have to go to 21.18. Okay, 21.18. Right now it's at 22.87, so we have to allow for a possible further drop towards this level. It would actually touch the 21 moving average coming up here on the weekly, and that could do the trick of terminating the C, after which a rebound is extremely likely. Now, if it is strong, it doesn't need to come back to retest this level again. It opens the week and it immediately looks up. And it runs up to the extent that you will see I have several levels that I would observe on the way up, but the most critical level is right here, of course. This is 23.43. It rises above 23.43. It regains the upsloping line support that you see here, and it sits above the horizontal. That's excellent news. That's excellent news. Almost certainly the ABC is behind us. We're looking for silver to come back, and it is going to come back. It's going to come back towards 29.30. I do not project at this point in time continuation straight up. No, I don't think it's ready. I could be wrong, but that is the projection that I have, and we will see how it comes back, how quickly it comes back. And the price action in itself will teach us, will tell us how we are supposed to interpret that. Okay, so that is the situation in silver on the weekly scale. Now you can see clearly that we have a triangle here. And in gold it's even clearer. In gold it is even clearer. The only dilemma that I have as to the interpretation here, you see my arrows here. I'm not terribly sure where the B ended. If it ended here, it opens the gate for taking this as a 1-2. And then you have another 1-2, and that's a 3-4 clear. And then it ends up here finishing the fifth, which will open the gate for taking this as a third. So yeah, with me, what will happen is that you take this as 1-2 and all of this as a 3. So silver will basically go sideways and then a deep one more time under the low to terminate the 5-wave run that began from here. However, if the B ended here, we are done. We are done. The C is finished. And in fact, the bounce that we have seen in silver, in fact, it's a preparation for going back right away, early next week. Okay, I'm going to jump to the 60 minutes so you can see what it's been doing, and it is really hanging in the balance in terms of the interpretation. But I think that even if it falls, it's not going to be a mega fall. It's going to be maybe even a failure, just touching the low and then bouncing back strongly. But this is what I have painted for you here, in fact, is a very bullish interpretation, with this being 1, 2, 3, 4 on the hourly. We will go straight up. It starts trading next week and it goes straight up. It gives you the fifth, then it muddles through here, gives you an ABC. It's ready, it goes back and it takes the top registered here, and then that would be a very strong sign and very excellent entry point for going long. Going long, as this will likely be a third wave. Okay, so that is the hourly scale for silver, spot silver price in US dollars. We'll have a look now at SLV, and I've got it here. That is the weekly, and SLV also took quite a dive, of course. It went to this zone of support right here that sits above 20. I'm going to jump to the daily and take a look. There were quite a few gaps here when it went up soaring. It hasn't really closed all of them. There is, of course, risk that it might continue lower, as I mentioned also in the case of spot silver. But we'll have to look at the details immediately to ascertain the levels. But also here we have what I dare say good news for the bulls, as we have almost certainly a B, a triangle here, that as far as I'm concerned is very clear. The decline in the precious metals in the last week or so, I'm sure was difficult for quite a few of you to stomach. But frankly, long term, it hasn't really killed the bull. It hasn't introduced a very significant change in the long-term trend. It is something that comes about if you have too many contracts. You'd have too many positions on margin. Obviously, you get hit. Right here you can see the clear case of a possible triangle. That's an A, that's a B, and if the C ended here, we will see in a sec, it's got to continue straight up, ideally above my black line here that comes at 22.05. okay, 22.05, and then just hang around here, sit on top of the black line, go sideways. That's it, it's ready to run. That will be my best interpretation. Let me have a look here at the 15-minute scale. You can see I put here a red line. I took this as 1, 2. That's potentially 3 ending here with a slight failure. That's clearly a triangle. But it must not do it. Mustn't come down again, break through this zone of the red line. That's a no-no. That means it's going to take the bottom one more time. Okay. We do have a gap here. Markets love to close the gap. Jumping above my black line, going sideways. That's excellent news. Very, very likely it is preparing to continue a lot higher. Here's the chart of spot gold price in US dollars, daily scale, and we are done with the third wave. That's the interpretation at this point. We are now in a fourth wave. There could be, in my opinion, one more slight drop here, but support, in my opinion, is very likely to surface fairly soon. And we are looking at roughly the level of 0.382 reached by gold in the first leg of this correction. Yes, in the ABC that is nearing an end. And I think that it's going to continue sideways for quite a while. I'm going to go to the 60 minutes. So you can see ultra clear for triangle here. This is super clear. And I think that we do have one more touchdown here coming. So my interpretation on the hourly is taking this as an A. That's an A, B, C, D, E, which is taken as a B. Sorry, you see the X? Yes, this belongs to an alternative wave count that I don't favor at this point, where this is going to be an ABC, that's going to be an X, and that's going to develop into another ABC. We'll talk about this in a sec. But my preferred reading is that this is actually a C, where this is a 1 2, here's another 1 2, here's a 3 4, here's a 5, here's a 3, yeah, 3 on the high scale. And what we got here, it's a tiny triangle that has been going on in the last 2 trading days. And here's what I see. That's the end of the third wave. So that's an A, that's a B, that's a C. Fine. That's an A, that's a B, that's a C. Fine. That's an A. Okay. That's a B. Okay. How about a slight jump? Not exceeding 1876. Actually staying under 1877. We are in good company, assuming that this is a triangle in process. Okay. So that's an A, that's a B, that'll give you a C. Then go down again. You can see from the price action we're going to spend about two days around here, 1 or 2 days at most, delivering the CDE. When it's done, final drop under this level, under 1848. I would say perhaps $20-30, and then a very robust comeback reversal. Now everything is subject to a change here by Mr. Market. This is an idealized form that I drew here for you. It could be that the CDE will take much shorter. I mean, that the whole process here will be squeezed in, will happen, you know, not over 2 days, but much less, and it will drop quickly and come back quickly. Okay, but that's the general idea I'm working with. I'm going to show you now the 4-hour scale, and you will see the idea of the alternative wave count, where this is an A, B, C, that's an X, you remember? So it will complete the 5 wave. You will have a rally, but it's not going to be the rally that you would have if this is the alternative wave count, because you see, if the red labelings are in control of the price action here, you're going to have a rally that is almost certainly going to send it back to retest the top. Yes. Whereas if this is the correct pattern, A, B, C, and that's an X, that's going to be your A. It's going to rally, okay, nothing terribly spectacular. It's going to rally towards 1920 and 1900 around here, and then it's going to slump again. Yes, the idea is that it's going to go under the low that will be registered by the 5th wave. Should we get now? Yes, the 5th wave. It will go under that. I don't favor this. It doesn't sit nice, if you like, doesn't dovetail with many other patterns that I see in related markets. So that is really not the high priority for me, this alternative. I do expect gold to recover. Yes, I expect it to recover and rebound nicely, sitting nicely above my red line. In fact, effectively here, the support zone that you see at around 1900. Yeah, going sideways. Even though it could serve the alternative wave count as well by registering a B. We'll see how it behaves step by step, but I would imagine this would be a preparation, in fact, for sending it higher to retest the top. Some details about my service, currently at 50% off for first-time users. You need to go on my website. The homepage is right here. It's Wave Mastery, www.wavemastery.com. Yeah, wavemastery in one word.com. That takes you to the homepage. You can scroll down, look through some things that I've written here, some recommendations from past users and current users, and that is essentially the offer currently open only to first-time subscribers. Okay, so there is the daily service, daily videos that are preceded by a trial, so you can take the trial for 1 week, and at the end of that, if you're happy, you do nothing, you go on to the plan of half price. Essentially 79 presents half price of the normal price, and that will be good for 1 year. That means 12 payments of 79. If you want to watch just the weekend videos, then you go for this one, and it does give you access to the weekend videos, and I often also insert a video as a bonus midweek. just to keep you on track, to see a little bit, where things are moving, because sometimes 1 week of full price action is a lot, and the wave count can change, especially if you're a short-term trader. You really want to know what's happening. So that is essentially the situation. If you decide to go, for example, for the daily videos, you click here, it takes you to the page where it explains to you, you should read that. It explains to you what is covered, etc., etc. If you like what you read, you click here, subscribe. It takes you to PayPal, because my paying system is through PayPal, and you pay through PayPal. You can see you have the trial at $9.99. That's for the first 7 days. As I said, if you like what you see, do nothing. It just goes automatically. If you don't like, you can cancel. Or if you don't know how to cancel, or you have any doubt, you have any question, you can write to me, of course. Once you go through and you pay, you come back, PayPal will send you back to my website to fill in your profile details, choose your login, and once you do that, you will be led automatically to the page with the links to the various videos classified by date. If at any point in time in this process you have a problem, things are not going as I'm describing to you right now, all you have to do is just contact me and I'll help you out. That is essentially it. So you'll have 1 week to look at things. I would like to just spend a minute about the website itself. I have written here a few articles. Is this website for me? You can go through that one. Psychology and trading, trading and the arts, why join? Yes, each of these articles could perhaps help you to see how to relate to my website, but there is no substitute, in my opinion, to actually take a trial. You take a trial, and I want to say another thing. You take a trial and you can't make up your mind. You want more time to think. Fine, I understand that. Then you cancel, but then you are not allowed to take another trial. Please, I want to be very clear about that. There are people who abuse this, and it's really not right. You're not allowed to take more than one trial, okay? A trial is a trial. But if you're interested, after you take a trial, you're interested to come back, you can still benefit from the low price for the next full year. But you have to write to me, and then I will send you a special link without a trial. And if you join, then you're going to go immediately onto the reduced price plan for 12 months. Okay? If you take another trial after you took already one, I am going to have to cancel that and refund you. And if you do that 2 or 3 times, I'm just going to blacklist you, because there are people who have been doing it, and I'm afraid this is really absolutely not right. This is subscribe here. Use subscription. Once you are logged in, you will see this one highlighting you daily service videos or weekend service videos. Yeah, it will show which one you really have the right to access. The daily service videos, to be very clear, they cover the weekend service videos, okay? So you don't have to subscribe to both. The daily covers everything I do. The weekend, of course, is more selective. Now, I have here resources. There are chart galleries right here, chart 1, 2, 3. There are plenty of charts here that give you an idea how I go about subdividing various market action here. I covered a lot of markets, and you can see there is history here that could be very interesting for you to just go through. Let's see, platinum, for example. Yes, that's 1973 to 1978. If you click right on top where it shows you the hand, the chart opens up big. You can print it if you like. Here's an example of platinum, April 1980. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the huge correction that followed after that. So there is plenty for you, whichever market you're interested in, the financials, commodities, precious metals, etc. Okay, so that's chart galleries. Then useful links, as the name implies. Yes, recommended reading list. You have a long list of books here that I've read over the years. that I found very interesting. Of course, I have many more books that I would like to add. It's just a question of time. I don't always have time to update this one. But the books that you find here did help me in the beginning, and still the information here is very valuable in these books. For example, Kroll. I don't know how many of you heard about Stanley Kroll. Stanley Kroll was a really imaginative fellow trader that wrote very well about his own trading and in trading in general. I learned a lot from these books. And of course, if you haven't heard about Reminiscence of a Stock Operator, you should get this book and read it. You will not regret. This is a book that most traders, I think, have come across and read. It is very, very interesting. And as you go down the list, you will see if there are things that are of interest to you. Of course, go ahead, get them. Some of them are even available online for free as a PDF. Check that. If you have questions about that, you can even contact me. Here's the contact us, and you put your name. Please make sure you give me the right email address. Message, simple maths, submit, I get it. You'll hear from me. I'm based in Belgium, so if you write to me from Australia or from the US and I'm having my rest, do not be surprised if I don't react quickly, okay? Normally within a day you will have a reply from me. I check my email fairly regularly. So that's about it. Hope to see you visiting my website. Hope to see you taking a trial. If you have any questions, again, don't hesitate. Get in touch with me, and wishing you a great trading week. Bye now.